So gender equality, as I understand, is actually to lead our lives the way we want to lead, with the right level of confidence and capability. But if you see in a broader sense, the world we're living in today, and research and several studies have shown conclusive evidence that those who are most gender equal are much happier, healthier, and more safer. If you compare a trend over the past 10 to 15 years, there has been a historic imbalance. So it does create a lot of very unhealthy experience in several settings and situations. What are your views on gender balance and equality in leadership? Do you support equality of opportunity? And if so, how do you think we can improve the current imbalance that is existing already in our society?
Good question, Chithra. So do you mind just a bit of my experience of this?
Please.
I'm a great believer in positive action. I think you have to do something. I don't think just being reactive and having a good heart is enough. So I might get myself into trouble by saying that, but that's what I happen to believe. So in my lifetime, starting as a lawyer, there were a handful of women lawyers, not many. The first partner we appointed who was a woman, so I'm then a very young partner. At our first meeting of partners, the then senior partner said, I'd like to welcome, X. Let's say she was called Caroline as a new partner. Caroline, I thought you might like to be in charge of the firm's catering. I always remember it and going, oh, yeah, really? Then the legal profession did get better with appointing women, but immediately the next problem I encountered once I took charge of the firm, I could see that women were putting off getting pregnant, because they wanted to become partners and they thought that would damage their careers and delaying that, and so putting in really deep and wide maternity benefits was one thing, but actually building a culture where people thought I can get pregnant when I want to, and I'll still be welcome back, and my career won't be suspended or lost. That's cultural. That's really hard work to get everybody to believe that's the case. You can't just say that's the case, because most people think, well, I've heard you say that, but do you really mean it? And there's this man I'm competing with, and probably when I go away for a year on maternity leave, he'll get ahead of me. So it's really hard work. If you want to appoint a non-executive director of a big company, as I've done recently, you go to some recruitment agent and say, this is what I want, and they'll send you 5 men. And you go back and say, I don't want any men, I want women. And they say, well, it's hard to find you 5 women. Well, don't come back to me until you have. You have to really do that and make people really think about it. And then, of course, what happens, they send you 5 CVs of 5 terrific women who are every bit as good as the men, but it's the easiest thing just to go the normal route. So obviously it has improved significantly in my time from that day when that poor woman was put in charge of catering. Things happen, but it's really hard work.
True.
We all have to be, and it's the same with class, clique, faith, race, everything. And that was my bit about actually reaching out into the communities and bringing them together. We have to insist on meeting people. So in your case, you're talking about gender. We have to insist on having an equal number of applicants, equal number of opportunities. You look at it definitely improved in my long career, obviously. You would never have talked about gay staff in my early days, so that was just not mentioned. The things have changed, but it will only change if we keep at it. And
the culture and the mindset of the community.
And so long way to go. I think there's a real risk that we think that we're a tolerant society with freedom of speech and freedom of press, and therefore everything's okay, and it's not. The people who have a position of influence have got to be active. That's
absolutely. And I also feel that it's more to do as being more responsible than look at the equality aspect. As such,
the legal profession was one of the first sectors that opened itself up to and invited women in. I don't think because it was heart and soul in the right place. I think it was purely commercial. They needed more lawyers, so they went and attracted lots of women lawyers. But having said that, now you wouldn't, in the legal world, you wouldn't be having this conversation because as many leaders in the legal world are women as there are men. It's just something that's happened in that sector already. But of course, that's not the case everywhere else.